environment and understanding the changes in the environment, or a cell coming in contact with some other cell. So all those surface to surface interactions are done with the help of plasma membrane, and then it also carries receptors to understand what comes in contact with it, and it also has antigen which can start an interaction with the other cell. Cell junction. A membrane also in the case of animal cells have cell junctions. This topic will come in detail in the animal tissue topic. So cell junctions are of three types. Junctions are something like plasma, something like a cementing thing which joins two cells together. So it joins two animal cells together. It's called as the cell junction. Junctions are of three types according to NCERT, but details will come later. So it is gap junction, tight junction, adhering junction. Details will be there in the animal tissue chapter. I will simply tell you some things about it. So gap junction is a junction which allows some amount of movement of content from one cell to the other cell. So some gap is there. Tight junction is something like a sealed junction. It won't allow any movement across from one cell to the other cell. An adhering junction is simply a junction which helps in attachment of one cell with the neighboring animal cell. Membrane can even undergo a modification like a finger-like projections, which are very much microscopic, and they are called as microvilli. Microvilli increase surface area for greater degree of absorption. Plant cells will have plasmodesmata, which are the cytoplasmic or protoplasmic bridges. Cell movement is also possible. We all know pseudopodia are created by amoeba to move around. WBC is able to go across from one blood vessel to the next blood vessel, all because of the movements which are done with the help of plasma membrane. In 9th and 10th classes, we have learned about endocytosis and exocytosis, cell eating and cell vomiting, and all that concept is again because of the plasma membrane. It also carries carrier protein, it also carries internal proteins as well as electron transport system, which will come in your animal physiology topic of respiration. Electron transport system is involved in respiration, that's why ATPs are generated. Impulse transmission, we all know that neurons pick up the signal and then the signal will transfer to the next neuron, that is called synapses topic of your 10th class. So in that process there is a concept called as impulse transmission. So transmission happens again with the help of the membrane, and then it is selectively permeable also in nature. Now the next thing is membrane transport. So when we talk about transport across a membrane, it occurs in the following three manner. One manner is, please remember this topic will come in 11th chapter again of the physiology of the plants. So first method is the passive transport. Passive transport is of various types. So first, the easiest one is called the simple diffusion. A diffusion is a process in which simple diffusion is a process in which the components move from higher concentration to the lower concentration. It could be the solid molecules or the liquid molecules or the gaseous molecules moving from their higher concentration to the lower concentration, and there is no expenditure of energy, no protein transports are involved. When a transport protein is involved and all other properties are same to the diffusion, it is called as facilitated diffusion. Facilitate means involvement of some proteins which help in transport. And osmosis is the movement of water from the higher concentration of water to the lower concentration of water, or otherwise from dilute solution to concentrate solution, or from pure water, that means solvent, to solution. Active transport is the transport where energy is expended as well as that means ATP is involved, as well as there is involvement of the proteins for transport. The easiest example which will come in the nervous system chapter of human physiology, that is sodium potassium exchange pump. In neurons, in the membrane, there are present a large number of sodium potassium exchange pump. So when this pump function, it will consume ATP expanded to form ADP and inorganic phosphate. And what exactly happen is, every time energy is consumed, it will be pumping sodium. 3 ions of sodium will go across and in the opposite direction 2 ions of potassium will come inside. So this exchange of sodium potassium is done with the help of an exchange pump. It's an example of active transport. A transport can be of two types, import and antiport. When two molecules move across in the same direction, it is called as a biport, and because two molecules move in the same direction, it is called as symport. When two molecules move across in the opposite direction, it is called as the antiport, and when only one molecule move across at one time, it is called as uniport. I will stop now, students. We will continue from this topic once again in the next class. Thank you.